What's going on, Vaquer? So, Anonymous Lucas 2.0 NXT March 18, 2025 review. You all know the 2.0 era about Anonymous Lucas? Go check out my Monday Raw, March 3rd, 17, 2025. It explains everything in that new era of the podcast, to say the least. I'm going to get right into NXT, actually. There's not a lot to talk about. It might be like 10 minutes long for NXT review. I'm quite insane, but wait and find out. But go check out the content, honestly. Well, not the content in general. I was going to upload new content. It was all gone, but you get the point. Go check out my social media, my Patreon, patreon.com/NoMrLucas. I'm going to put that link in the red circle, the little red circle of my podcast hosting platform. We're going to put that link in the description below the very podcast. So it's not seeing the podcast on Spotify or Amazon Music. You probably know why you can't see it, obviously. We're back today. We're back today with a second upload today. Also check out my Twitter, twitter.com/LucasEallen, or x.com/LucasEallen, freaking name it, dude. Facebook, facebook.com/NoMrLucas, instagram.com/NoMrLucas, and tiktok.com/NoLimitsLucas as well. Go check out all my social media. And the link in the description is the very podcast you're watching on Spotify or Amazon Music, to be more specific. So there you go. Let's go into your NXT review, shall we? Pretty decent show for what it was, like not too special. It's better than the past shows of NXT, regular television show, but not too much to say at least as well. This is Chelsea Green, my favorite song was special wrestler Miss Chelsea Green. It's Chelsea Green! I'm not doing that anymore, dude. Chelsea Green, the reigning defending Women's United States Champion, defeats Sol Ruca to retain the WWE Women's United States Championship, like I said. And very fun match to start the show, obviously. Not start the show. It was Stephanie Vaquer, the lovely Stephanie Vaquer. And one of my favorites in all professional wrestling, too, is Miss Stephanie Vaquer. She has a prominent after being Giulia Jordynne Grace interrupts until Jaida Parker attacked Grace, signaling Parker will be challenging Stephanie Vaquer for the NXT Women's North American Championship and NXT Women's Championship. But I got this little bit notes wrong, to say the least. Apparently, there's 2 matches next week with Stephanie Vaquer. I think Fallon Henley had backstage 7 with Stephanie Vaquer, where Stephanie Vaquer is going to be wrestling twice next week on NXT. Defend her North American Championship against Fallon Henley. I can see Fallon Henley getting that championship right back, in all honesty. Being first ever 2-time NXT Women's North American Champion. We'll find out time next week. I can probably see Stephanie retain a main event against Jaida Parker for an NXT Women's Championship. We'll find out next week on NXT. And the promo though and everything, that's a pretty fun promo. Probably the best thing of the show, I'll be honest opinion. Not much either, too. I was going to Shuki Amaria, then Josh Briggs defeat Hank and Tank. I was going to Culling defeat a major freaking voice crack. Really, that crap? Oh my god. I was going to Culling defeat the D'Angelo family. I was going to Jacy Jayne defeating Karmen Petrovic. Jacy Jayne is freaking underrated, so my freaking voice being so freaking stubborn, man. My good old vocal cords, to say the least. Man, I need some water after this segment. Also, Ricky Sainz defeating Ridge Holland, and also the main event, Trick Williams defeating Eddy Thorpe, an NXT Underground match. And on this week's NXT review, go out of Dream Maybe. So I want to say it's NXT review for March 18, 2025. Starting with, you guessed it, Miss Chelsea Green defeating Sol Ruca. She was defending Women's United States Champion, Chelsea Green. She defeats Sol Ruca to retain the Women's WWE Women's United States Championship to start the show. Pretty decent match, man. I like the story of telling this match with Chelsea Green hitting, I guess, a buckle to the knee, I believe it was Sol Ruca. I like the story telling with Sol Ruca. Can she get it done? One leg against the president herself, Chelsea Green, who is my president, not that orange man, to say the least. Dude, I had to say that. I had to say that to say the least. Chelsea Green is my president, not freaking... You know who else, to say the least, man. But Chelsea Green, she's always freaking great. Have I impressed her reign so far? No. I'll be honest, no. I haven't done anything Lyra about Vaquer in the greatest ring either. No, not really. I think they're both one the same. Lyra has been better matches as the Women's Intercontinental Champion compared to Chelsea Green as the reigning United States Champion. That's a different conversation for another day. I like to start telling this match. People say, well, why did Sol Ruca win here? Because she's not a main roster competitor yet, you dumbass. Why would Sol Ruca, an NXT wrestler, beat Chelsea Green, Another freaking voice crack. And being a women's United States champion when she's not even a SmackDown wrestler, a main roster wrestler in general. She's an NXT. Like, dude, what are you smoking, dude? Don't understand that whatsoever. Logic from the IWC Internet Wrestling Dumbass Community, to say the least. I gave us all a rib B to start the show. A very fun match. I like the story of telling with Sol Ruca getting clipped by Chelsea Green. I think it's a pretty fun start. Pretty fun start to start the show. Give it all a rib B. Moving on to the lovely Stephanie Vaquer. She has a promo after beating Giulia last week at NXT Roadblock for, oh my god, another freaking voice crack! Can't make this shit up, dude. You can't make it up. I had a cursor. I'm sorry. But Stephanie Vaquer has a promo next with Giulia after being the new NXT Women's Champion, retaining her NXT North American Championship at Roadblock last week. And Jordynne Grace interrupts until Jaida Parker attacked Grace and signaling that Jaida Parker will be challenging Stephanie Vaquer for the NXT Women's Championship next week on NXT, obviously. Gave us a B+, and actually best grade of the night, believe it or not. I like the fact that I love Stephanie's promo. You said herself. I'm not the biggest English-speaking woman herself as Stephanie, because she never explained that. She explained that big time. I actually love that. Love that sort of Stephanie Vaquer doing that. And she said that in all versions of my podcast, a 1.0 version of podcast, the original Lomas Lucas. I discussed briefly was telling him that, where Stephanie Vaquer always wanted to be like, that's why I choose WWE or AEW. She said it's on a Busted Open Radio where she said, like, she has to learn English language speaking country, and English stuff and everything, and probably WWE was the best thing to go, and she's obviously right about that for sure. It's not the same reason why she's always in NXT too. It's the best women's division in all professional wrestling. Better than AEW's, let's be honest. Best women's professional wrestling is NXT, if you ask me, dude. It was featured just like the men almost. Probably more than the freaking men. Just saying there, dumbass AEW fans. Say the least. This is pretty fun. I like this promo from Stephanie Vaquer. And I'll be honest, though. I was never the biggest fan of Jaida Parker. But I'll be honest, she delivered big time in this promo here. She gave no freaking hells, man. Jaida Parker just was brutally great in this segment. She was very freaking great. I gotta give her flowers where credit is due. Credit where credit is due. And I refer to her Jaida Parker. She's growing me a little bit more, man. She's growing me a little bit more, in all honesty. I'll be honest, I may be a raw man when I take it. I have to be like, I'm not saying it's obviously a free country. You know, your fandom and whatever you want and everything. But Jaida Parker was never my cup of tea before. Now, I might be jumping on the train, to say the least, man. I might be jumping on the Jaida Parker train, to say the least. And Jordynne Grace coming out in this segment was not that bad here. She actually came at the win last week against Robot against Roxanne Perez. I was one of the favorite song women's wrestling too is Roxanne Perez. But here we go. What are we going to think? Let's discuss the backstage 72 I have found Hallie and Ava Raine backstage. Actually, general manager Ava Raine. I think I could be completely wrong by this coming next week in NXT. I think Fallon Henley's going to beat Stephanie Vaquer for one of the titles in the North American Championship next week in NXT. But I'm going to think Stephanie Vaquer retains in the main event of NXT Women's World Championship. I don't think this title is not going to last very long. I don't think it's going to last very long, honestly. Not going to last very long for Stephanie Vaquer being a double champion in NXT. It's not going to last too long. I hate to say that. Say that because I love Stephanie Vaquer. I love that. She's too good, man. But I gotta be honest with the Brass podcast at the same time, dude. I think Fallon Henley's going to win back to NXT Women's North American Champion next week. I think she'll retain the world title in the main event of NXT next week as well. She's wrestling twice next week. For sure. Gave a segment B+. Very deep, very nice promo between all three ladies here. Also, Fallon Henley backstage that was not that bad either with Ava for sure. B+, you're great. Best grade of this whole night for this show. Moving on, Yoshiki, Inamura, and Josh Briggs defeat Hank and Tank. But not a bad tag team match. Not a bad tag team match whatsoever. And Yoshiki Inamura, he's impressing me a lot. I'm so bossy, man. I Vic Joseph said the name in job. I just can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it. I was watching NXT and I said, oh, that's how you pronounce it. And I tried to pronounce it myself. And I botched it. I botched it big time, to say the least, man. It's just my accent, man. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? It's my English accent, to say the least, in this podcast. I'm sorry. This tag team match is very fun, though. Pretty nice tag team match, and the total teams gave it a B. Moving on to the Culling. The Culling may obviously Sean Spears, Izzy Damon. What's the other guy's name? I forgot the other guy's name. I think there's actually two of them. I forgot their names. Pardon me, I guess. They defeat the Angel Family 6-person tag team match. C minus. What the hell was the point of the 6-person tag team match, man? What the flying hell? What the hell was this about? They could have cut this segment. So you need this for next week, dude. Do we need it to happen this night at NXT? I don't think it is needed whatsoever. Hey, listen, I'm a robot, though. C minus, you're freaking great. Let's move on. Jacy Jayne, one of the more underrated women's wrestlers in all of NXT. She beats Karmen Petrovic, and this is against the whole group of C+. Decent match for what it was. I didn't really care. I love Jacy Jayne. I love Jacy Jayne big time. She has a lot of orator and very underrated, underappreciated for sure in NXT. I see her be a North American champion as well. I love seeing her be a North American champion, man. And a world champion for NXT as well, man. What might that for you too? I might not whatsoever, no honesty too. But Jacy Jayne defeats Karmen Petrovic because I'm with a C+. Not a bad match here. It's okay for what it was. But dude, I love Jacy Jayne. Karmen Petrovic is okay for what she is, but it's not the greatest in all paper, in all honesty. It was an okay match for what it was, almost. So let me just freaking say about this for sure. Jacy Jayne gets to win against his C+. Moving on to Ricky Saints. No, his name is Ricky Saints, not Ricky Saints. That's the point, that. Ricky Saints, the former Ricky Starks. I'm getting used to the name a little bit, even though I just don't like how Vic Joseph pronounces it. I really don't. It's just not my cup of tea for that. Ricky Saints, the former Ricky Starks, defeats Rich Holland, also gets grade a B. Not a bad match. Actually, Ricky Saints, or Ricky Starks, my name him in all honesty. We're pointing a view for that. Ricky Saints about a lot of great. He probably Rich Holland actually probably a decent match here. I'll be honest. It's a very solid match for Ricky Saints again as well. So he's obviously get the win here. He was not losing against Rich Holland. If he would have lost to Rich Holland, an angry freaking podcaster, in all honesty. Ricky Saints gets the win, obviously. Obviously, he'll get the win. The rest of his bitch is coming to NXT. Like, he was never going to lose this match, people. Let's be real. This Rich Holland does not impress me. Yeah, I know about my past podcast. The original version, Noma's Lucas, right? He didn't like much like a Rich Holland, and I still don't. But this is okay for what it was. Gave it an L grade of B. Moving on to your main event. Why am I sounding like Mark Henry there? I don't know why I'm saying that, but whatever. Trick Williams defeats Eddy Thorpe in the main event, an NXT Underground match. And after the match, the Dark State, or obviously being the new Retribution's obviously kind of like Retribution. But I'll be honest. I might be an interested take here about this notes here. The Dark State, obviously the Retribution faction, obviously the presentation were seen in the stands. And Javon, Owens, and Williams were Trick Williams, obviously, were staring at each other to end the show. This is all going to be. And it might be a hot take. It might be a hot take. You know, people, I mentioned this as well. I kind of agree with this, why I'm saying this. Let's just say Trick Williams gets a new character change and goes heel with the leader of the Dark State. Interesting, right? Might be very interesting to say the least, dude. Obviously, the match is pointless. I don't care about the NXT Underground match. I don't care about Eddy Thorpe either. Like what was ever after the match. So that's pretty interesting storytelling. You need Trick Williams potentially be going back to a heel for his first time being heel since he has partners with Carmelo Hayes. You could probably use that. We need more heels in NXT, dude. Especially for competing against Opa Fami, a world champion who's a babyface. Yeah, Ricky Saints who's babyface. You got Javon Evans who's babyface. I mean, man, damn. You got like 4 freaking top guys, all babyface, probably top 4 guys. Literally. Come on, dude. And Javon Evans too, like, dude. We need one of these guys to go heel, and Trick Williams is probably the perfect opportunity for him to go heel. I think he can use it too, honestly. I think he used it big time as well. So it'd be interesting to see a Trick Williams being the new leader, the leader of the Dark State faction. Maybe interesting, not like Retribution. Maybe it'll be like the Shield. More in Retribution. I'm not comparing them to the Shield. Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley as well. With Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. I'm not comparing them to them. There's probably more people in this faction too, but you get the point. I'm not comparing, more of the Shield more than be Retribution. That's probably a good thing for the Dark State and Trick Williams and Jeff too. Be interesting for sure. Keep an update on this. It could be something very interesting. No man's division at NXT. Wow, you don't see that often, do you? You don't see that often anymore, do you? It's rhetorical. You don't. Wait, wrap up the review, shall we? Thank y'all. And by this overall show, I forgot to review the overall show. And personally, maybe I guess I'll give it a B. And the overall show for NXT March 5th, what's the date in this? I forgot the freaking date. March 18, 2025. So I'll give it a B-. Now is your NXT March 18, 2025 review. Thank y'all for watching me. I know Mr. Lucas 2.0 for March 19, 2025. The NXT review for March 18, 2025. I'm hoping to be back later today for the No Mr. Lucas podcast, episode number 1, 2.0 of Vera. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll postpone until next week to start the podcast and both us No Mr. Lucas podcasts. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and every PLE weekend or any AEW pay-per-view weekend or any Saturday event predictions. We find out then. I'll keep y'all updated on my social media, Twitter. Go check out the Twitter, obviously, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook as well. So patreon.com/NoMrLucas as well. And thank y'all for watching the podcast. I'm very grateful for each and every one, to say the least, man. And thank y'all for watching No Mr. Lucas, March 18, 2025 edition of NXT. Take care of everyone. I'll catch y'all later for more content. No Mr. Lucas, probably, maybe. You never know me. Hopefully, knock on wood. No Mr. Lucas podcast, so no one. Well, let's knock on the wood right now. I love freaking doing that damn thing, man. I'll catch y'all even hopefully today for the next edition of No Mr. Lucas podcast, episode 1. Until then, take care, everyone. If not, I'll see you all probably tomorrow for AEW Dynamite, March 19, 2025 review. Until then, take care, everyone.